What's up, what's up? It's the real Zaki, back at you with another video. And as you guys could tell by the title, I got the notebook out. You know what that means. That means I'm telling you guys and breaking down 7 products that you could start selling today. And with these videos, I don't want to waste your time. I really don't want to get into anything, tangents and stuff like that. I just want to kind of stay on the point and just stay serious. So let's get right into it. Essentially, before we get into the video, make sure to go check out that weekly giveaway that I'm giving out, right? I'm going to be giving out $1,000 every week plus mentorship. I'm still debating if I'm going to give out mentorship and, of course, every single video. But definitely go check out the first link in the description and definitely drop a thumbs up, like the video, subscribe, and definitely hit the notification bell so you stay notified. You can win that $1,000. My channel's not as active right now, so there's a high chance that you could win that $1,000. I'm giving out every week regardless. I might start giving every 3 days. I'm gonna be giving out a lot of cash because I'm changing a lot of people's lives. That's my goal. I want to change 50 people's lives a year, and I mean actually change and impact 52 people's lives. That number to double and double and double, because I feel like you can help 1 million people, but I want to impact and change your life. So definitely check that out. 7 products that you could start selling today that you can get into very easily and very quickly. The reason I feel like these products have a lot of potential, and the reason that I feel like that you can get into today, is because I'm either selling in these niches or I know people that are making a lot of money in these niches, and the cost of entry is very low. That's something that I talk about a lot and all the time. What is the cost of entry? What is the cost? What is the barrier cost, essentially, right? If you want to start selling yachts, it might be a wide open niche, but what is the first yacht cost? It might cost you 100K. Do you have 100K to invest and put in and start essentially kind of investing your money? Some people don't. So the cost of entry is very higher than another business, which something like a lot of people appeal to and a lot of people like, which is drop shipping and actually building something online and kind of building a store. One thing I kind of tell you guys is drop shipping is not the best long-term play, but definitely is sustainable to some point, and definitely you can make some money. If you're making money, why be worried if it pays the bills and you can kind of pivot over to actually creating a long-term and legitimate business, which is either a brand, going onto another platform, diversifying into a physical business, whatever you aspire to do, it kind of is up to you, but I'm trying to help you get to that first step. Let's get into it. Product number 1, and this is something that none of these products are in order. I'm just kind of breaking down. I just want to essentially, the first product that I'm kind of going to be breaking down and kind of analyzing and explaining to you guys is kind of watches and earrings. The reason that watches and earrings are kind of always hype, people are selling them all the time, and there's definitely a lot of potential to be made, is because first of all, it's a broad product, right? Something I tell you guys all the time is kind of niche down and kind of find a specific niche. Well, there is another side of it, right? There are things called mass products, right? It's a mass group. You could sell this to anybody, anywhere. Any person can wear a watch. Any person that's applicable can wear earrings if they want to wear earrings. There's really nobody that's limiting you. It's practically every human being you could target. And then once you niche down is what kind of watches you're going to be selling and things like that. So essentially, one thing that you got to understand is, why would somebody buy from my store essentially and not from somewhere else? Well, one thing I kind of grasped and understood was there's a big difference, right? If price makes a difference for a lot of people, they're going to go with the cheaper option if they can look the exact same. And that's going to be something that comes up later in this video also, is that if you have a flashy watch that in store costs the person $300 and on your site it costs $50, or it might be a free plus shipping offer, somebody might be more inclined to buy what you have. Or even then, let's say your watch is actually super fresh and it looks and it's a decent price point. You didn't mark it up too bad, or you're doing some specific offer that definitely attacks them at a certain point, then you're good to go and you could start scaling that product, right? And the cost of entry is almost zero, just based on the fact that, hey, I can almost target every single human being on the planet. I can target every single personalized influencer. There's really nothing that's limiting me in this sense, right? I just have to go find people in my niche. If I want, I can niche down and kind of be like, hey, I'm only going to sell watches with Spider-Man on it and kind of attack that niche. But if you want to sell designer watches, if you want to sell diamond watches, all kinds of watches, if you want to sell earrings, necklaces, whatever it is, bracelets, anklets, all those things, accessories, that's definitely our products, and like a niche and a category and a product that you could start selling today. And that's something you need to grasp and understand. Number 2, this is a big one. This is kind of taboo, but I'm going to be straightforward and honest with you guys. A lot of people do make a lot of money doing this. I'm not doing it currently just because it wasn't worth my time. Have I done it before? I plead the fifth. There was some stuff that I tapped into that a while back, and it definitely wasn't worth my time. It wasn't worth kind of the risk. But there's some people that are really struggling, need some money. Well, essentially, there's people out there that sell fake designer replicas, right? It is completely against the law. So you do everything on your own kind of like your own basis, right, essentially. So this is a story of a buddy of mine. So essentially he kind of ripped off Flash. I don't know if you guys watched the show The Flash. He ripped off the show The Flash essentially, and he created a Facebook page when the show was kind of growing and very catching fire essentially, right? And this is kind of tied back there, is essentially, so he grew the page. His page was even competing with kind of the actual Flash, the confirmed Facebook page, and he was making a shit ton of money, 100K, north of 100K profit a month, back to back to back. He did this for about 6 months. So eventually he got a cease and desist letter in the mail. Essentially he was told to stop this and that, and they left him alone. Fortunately, right? They could have took it upside down. They could have charged for damages and a bunch of things because they own the rights to that product. But one thing you got to kind of grasp is they didn't hit him up until he was making large amounts of money, and they could kind of feel his presence in the niche, and he was kind of taken away. He was noticed, essentially. That's what it is. He was noticed. Once you kind of grasp that, you'll be like, hey, like if I'm making 10K and this is a $1 billion brand, does it really affect them? Yes and no. There's always the risk of kind of running that kind of thing. So essentially, you do sell replicas. If you want to sell replicas, if you already are, there's people that do it every single day. There's people that are doing it right now. Essentially, they market as replicas because there's people that want to fake it till they make it. There's people out there that are kind of in this niche where they want to wear designer, but they don't want to wear designer. They don't want to pay designer prices. And that's really something that I've seen all the time. And it kind of disregards like people that buy it, but really like I buy it because money's really, money comes and goes. So once you kind of grasp that, you'll spend whatever, whenever, on whoever, right? So designer brands. So once you kind of start making money flipping the designer brands, they'll take notice. They'll probably send you cease and desist. You never know if they'll charge for damage. These are billion-dollar corporations: Burberry, Gucci, Louis Vuitton, that people are ripping off. Everything Supreme, people are ripping off. You've seen the fake, you've seen the stuff, you've seen the Poshmark ads on your Facebook or your Instagram. You've seen it everywhere, right? Essentially, that's something I just want you guys to keep in mind. That's number 2. None of these are in order. Keep that in mind. Number 3, wireless tech. So essentially, one thing, there was this Chinese summit essentially in China where they kind of pretty much broke down all the new products that are going to be coming out, all the fire stuff that's going to be coming out of China, and essentially what's going to be accessible to you guys early 2019, late 2018, and even today, and what's kind of going to be hot all of 2019. And one of the biggest things, I didn't go unfortunately, but I did actually ask somebody, paid them to go on my behalf and take pictures. They were going to go regardless, but take pictures and kind of give me some word on exactly what's going to be going on. And what happened was, actually, they sent me a bunch of pictures of wireless stuff, wireless tech. So if you definitely want to get into the tech space, get into wireless tech. If you realize wireless tech is taking over, from AirPods to Beats to Alexa to so many other things, the HomePod to wireless chargers to phone cases that are like, there's so many aspects of this that are going to be wireless, and everybody wants to be disconnected but still connected. That's really where the best of both worlds meet on the online world, where you're not tethered to anything but you're still connected. So once you kind of grasp that, that's definitely a market and a niche and a category and a product that you can start selling. But let it be wireless chargers, wireless, like whatever it is, wireless headphones, Bluetooth, A1 chip, all that stuff that connects to the Apple stuff, all that stuff, whatever it is, you kind of grasp that and understand it completely and attack it full force. Number 4, this is number 4, is makeup. Once I say makeup, people kind of go giddy. People are like, hey, that's a very good niche. But one thing you gotta understand, once it comes to things like this, people are very sensitive because they want quality products. People won't sacrifice their appearance, their health, whatever it may be, for price most of the time, unless you make it make sense. So if you are going to attack this niche and you're going to go after, there are people making a shit ton of money right now and today doing exactly this and selling these products, but there is a series of funnels that they go through, and a reason that they mark down their product about 10 times than the average product on the market. Let it be Kylie Cosmetics, let it be Maybelline, whatever it is out there. Essentially, they're making money based on not a quality standpoint, but a kind of a convenience standpoint, right? So kind of take that into account when I say makeup. Don't try to sell these big sets, but try to kind of think outside the box and think about, hey, I can't beat these big companies at quality or brand, but what I can beat them at is something else, which might be convenience, which might be solving a problem, whatever it is. At the end of the day, you get paid based on solving a problem. If you present somebody with a problem and it turns out that they have that problem and you have the answer to that problem, you get what I'm saying. So once you kind of grasp that, that's number 4. Number 5, drones. Drones and accessories. Drones is a huge market right now. It's barely even kind of opening up, and the funnel, like, let's say the funnel's like this wide. It's like this wide right now. It's like it's barely started. So you could definitely dive into that today and get started. There really is no limit there. That's number 5. Drones and accessories. Let it be cases, let it be whatever it is. There's so many things that add on to the drones niche, and it's a niche in itself, right? And I'm giving you guys gold. There's something that people kind of don't think is really accessible and don't think is really possible, and it's shoes. There's a specific kind of shoe. There's a specific kind of niche. There's a specific kind of market. Well, I'll kind of break this down. If you go to AliExpress and type in the word shoes and go to the most orders, you'll see for the first couple rows, it's the same kind of shoe. Go do it. Go do the research. Go find out. Once you kind of grasp that, you'll understand what kind of shoes, who the market is, where the market is, who my target market would be if I was selling shoes. If I want to do a quantity standpoint, I want to make money. I understand who's kind of buying these products online on a continuous basis. Me personally, I don't buy shoes that aren't brand name. A lot of people are like that, but there is a market that doesn't really look at brand, and they look at functionality, look, so many convenience, a lot of other things. So if you can solve a problem for somebody, let it be at the price point or let it be just at the convenience standpoint, or actually solving their problem, then you got yourself a sale. And then the final but not least is the survival niche. One thing a lot of people I found that's kind of feel taboo and don't want to, a lot of people do think the world's gonna end. They think they're gonna live to see it, right? People that go camping, hunting, this is two different kind of niches in a sense, but survival products, let it be rations, let it be fire sticks, let it be so many things that kind of relate to, hey, the world's gonna end, I'm gonna live for it, or I'm gonna go camping. There's really two sides to it. But once you understand that it's a passionate niche and that you could solve a problem and that you could really use this product to present a problem to somebody, or kind of go into the niche and search the niche and actually go and be like, hey, I know this product solves this problem. If I can tell a story that makes this problem sound a lot more serious than it actually is, now my product becomes a need, not a want, for every person that kind of reads my copy, watches my video, whatever you're using as your lead magnet, and it becomes a need, not a want, right? That's the biggest goal of exactly every sales page, is kind of taking the person, the consumer, from, hey, I kind of want this, to I need this, right? And it really comes down to, hey, how you're selling the product, how you're actually laying out the offer, and you really want to make sure that the sales flow and the sales funnel is very, very, very kind of congruent in a sense, right? You don't want to kind of mess up the funnel, mess up the flow in the human brain, and kind of get people confused. That's the biggest thing and the thing that you don't want to do. So once you kind of grasp that, understand that, you're golden. So what I just broke down is 7 products that you can start selling today with really no fluff, no BS, and that's really what I'm here about. So definitely drop a thumbs up, definitely drop a subscribe, only if you want to. You don't have to. The channel is definitely not as active as it used to be. We're gonna get back there, trust me. We're gonna be posting every single day. We're gonna be giving away $1,000 every single week, plus mentorship. I think I've decided every single week. I don't think I can do it every month, every video. I don't know. We're gonna see. Go follow me on my social platform. Go check out that video. Do what you gotta do to win that $1,000 bucks, because there's not that many people watching the vid. So good luck. See you guys.